McErlean had his two young sons in his Mercedes when he smashed into Dominic Bassett's motorbike. Picture, Central News. A drug driver who was on the school run when he killed a motorcyclist has been sentenced to 3 years and 4 months in prison. McErlean, 35, was taking his two young sons to school when his Mercedes hit the back wheel of a motorcycle, sending Dominic Bassett, 41, into the air and into a lamppost in Sidcup Road, Eltham, southeast London, on October 9. Other motorists said they had been uncomfortable with McErlean's driving and the state of his vehicle, and claimed he did not look to the left before swerving aggressively and veering sharply, the Old Bailey heard. Man reunited with dog after police accidentally put him up for adoption. McErlean, a cannabis user since he was 15, had 3.5 micrograms of THC, the active chemical in cannabis, per liter of blood in his system. The legal limit is 2 micrograms. Advertisement. He had not replaced the missing near side mirror on his car and the coolant system was faulty, the court was told. Judge Rebecca Blake QC told him aggravating features were his failure to have repairs to your vehicle and the fact that the bicycle would have been visible had the mirror been fitted and indeed should have been visible had you checked over your shoulder. You had 2 young children in the car and yet despite having this responsibility you were still habitually smoking cannabis. More crime news. This was not just a momentary inattention, it was aggravated by your failure to check your vehicle and your ongoing cannabis habit. McErlean, of Stone in Dartford, Kent, pleaded guilty to causing death by careless driving while under the influence of drugs. He was disqualified from driving for 2 years with a 20-month extension and will have to retake his driving test. Family kept up all night by pranksters sending Just Eat takeaways to their home 3 days before the crash. University lecturer and son of actress Linda Bassett, Dominic had been enjoying his son Harvey's first birthday party. He was revived at the scene and taken to hospital but had suffered a traumatic brain injury, along with spine and neck injuries. His family took the decision to take him off life support and he died on October 19. Advertisement. The court heard a series of emotional impact statements from the Bassett family which, the judge said, showed he was an exceptional, intelligent and delightful family man who was in the prime of his life. More, UK. Mr. Bassett's Aunt Linda said he went to work by bike because he wanted to be home in time for Harvey's bath and that the toddler clearly misses his father, saying, "I think he looks out for his daddy a lot." She added, "He was about to enjoy the very best of his life. He was loved by everyone who knew him and we will miss him for the rest of our lives." Mr. Bassett's widow Katie struggled through tears as she told the court she is utterly grief-stricken, raising a child on her own when their plans had always been to have a bigger family together. Pensioner, 86, arrested after woman's remains were found in septic tank. Being a single mother is incredibly wearing, stressful and exhausting, and an increasingly stressful financial blow, she added. Harvey will never know his extraordinary father, and she has had to teach him about death and grief before he has even been able to learn to talk, she said. She added that her husband was a responsible driver and had always commented to her that a car is a 2-ton weapon. Advertisement. His mother Eileen described her son as a doting father who was cruelly robbed of his life by the wanton behavior of a reckless motorist. McErlean, who told police he had smoked 2 joints the night before the crash, is forever remorseful, and his heart goes out to Mr. Bassett's family and friends, defense lawyer Simon Puntal QC said. He said McErlean's car windows were missing up and his son was screaming because he thought the car was on fire when he took the crazy decision to pull over, which caused the crash. Mr. Pentold said, McErlean accepts